Kneel before the goddess. Pay her homage.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
You know me, don't like to take my work home.
Look what the sea hurled ashore. Hey, you! What clan you from?
No clan. I'm from the continent.
Skellige warriors alone drink in this tavern.
Why are you here then? Don't look like warriors to me. More like shepherds.
Every Skellige's a warrior. Even him born in a sheep shack.
But we don't expect you to understand. Every man's a thrall on the continent. Cringing afore his master like a mongrel whining for scraps beneath the table.
Whosoever denies shelter to a traveller disgraces himself and brings shame on his clan. Your da's teach you nothing.
Don't you talk to me about me da, Yoran, or I'll tuck you in neath the barrow.
And you remember this, stranger. This here's not Caer Trolda. And we's not on Crete. Guests are not welcome.
You don't mind the occasional traveler?
I mind fools, no matter where they're from.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Jorund, son of Sigvald. If you've no one to drink with, sit down with me. Share some mead and a tale. Aye, Geralt?
I don't often raise such a hubbub. You must rarely get guests from the continent.
Aye, true. When a Redanian or Temerian grows the stones to come to Skellige, they usually go ashore at Caer Trolda. Port's good there. Merchants aplenty. And the Jarl's right merciful to continentals.
Those two boys, the pesky ones, who were they?
Corey and Cracky. Only ever troublesome, as is their father, Leif.
He interesting in some way?
Depends. If it's liars and cards that interest you, then very much so.
Saw your notice. Pretty bare. Can you tell me more about the beast?
It's a ghost, I think. Or some other nightmare. Haunts Eldberg, near the lighthouse. Started harmless. Lighthouse just stopped burning one night. Without that light, ships can't make Arenbjorn safely. So we sent 2 men to see what had happened.
I may guess. They didn't come back.
Nay, they didn't. Mikjal, the lightkeeper, he'd also gone missing. So I gathered some lads, a rescue party, and off we sailed. As we neared the isle, I hit the rudder hard and turned round. I'd seen a wraith on shore. Must think me a coward. Will crude steel it not do us much good there? I felt it in me bones. All I could think to do was to gather gold round the village for a reward. Help us, and it's yours.
Gotta say, I like you, Jorund. But business is business. I'll need more than that.
That much? Oh, Geralt. Doubt the Jarl be prepared to spit that up. Grand. Let's call it that. Shake on it.
Fine. See what I can do.
Thank you, Geralt. You're a good sort. Ought to be said.
Well? What?
Show me what you've got.
Specialty goods alone. But I don't expect a tramp from the continent to know 'em from tripe.
See ya. And thanks for the service. Really warm and kind.
Ugh.
Greetings. Looking to buy?
Show me your wares. So long.
'Tis true. No lie in the legends. Witcher? Gwynblade. To battle
Thick,
shoulder to
leathery
shoulder
leaves,
with a
rough
witcher.
to the touch.
An ill omen.
Witcher?
It'll be a dry year.
At least there's no signs of woodworm. When you hear their scratching, it's...
Haven't seen a continental here in a long while.
You look wearied, Whitehair. Will you be much longer?
Welcome to the sacred grove.
What do you druids deal in these days? Looking for someone who'd know some master alchemist formulae.
And you're looking for Gramist? Never heard of anyone who would know more about plants and their attributes than he.
Where can I find him?
Here in the grove. He's got a grotto. But Gramist, well, he's a tad eccentric. And he stopped taking on apprentices ages ago.
Farewell.
Blooms
You
are
look
late.
wearied, Whitehair.
There are very few bees.
Me little Norgan's birthday tomorrow. I've no clue what to give her. Where are you going?
What's this? That's, adornment. I engraved it.
Melt this blade and forge it again. A sword for cutting, not looking pretty.
Greetings, White Wolf. I suspected you'd come by. Bah, I was sure of it.
Oh yeah?
The best stocked armory in all Skellige is right here at Caer Castle. Everyone knows it.
I'll gladly see for myself.
Take your time. Give them all a careful look.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock. What do you think? Who will be the next king of the Isles?
Hjalmar, clear as day. Lad's brave and generous. And from Croc's own line. No better claimant.
Looking for someone who can make me a master-quality breastplate.
Never known a master who wasn't a dwarf.
Fergus, perhaps? Say he's holed up somewhere in Velen.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Grand old swords, but I prefer...
Ah! Watch it!
Oh!
Aye, aye.
Decent folk live here.
Well, my dad's off fighting the black ones.
Brewer, don't eat so much.
Why the spit not?
Because they get hit in the gut and those herrings get tangled.
Greetings. Looking to buy?
Show me your wares. So long.
Hey there. Take a gander.
Ever fight a dragon?
Greetings.
Smooth seas this morn, as if the gods themselves were paying their respects to the great Conung Bran.
You a tailor?
I am. Only one in the Isles, most like.
Take it you're good with scissors. Give me a haircut.
Tain't something I usually do, but it wouldn't be right to turn down a traveller.
So long. Hey, Shusta. Gladly look at what you got.
Wise man. No common rags among my wares.
So long.
Come see me again sometime.
Got me eye on you.
I heard the rain augurs your son's future.
Aye. Chloe's umbilical in the water. Aye. Coiled into the shape of a snake.
Greetings, welcome.
Heard Hjalmar came here to gather men for his expedition.
Aye, he did. Such spirit. Stormed in, swept the bowls off the table, jumped atop of it and cried, "I'm sailing off to seek glory. Who's with me? Who wants to cut off that bloody giant's head?"
Guess that was enough to recruit a longboat full of men.
They carried him out on their shoulders, yelling all the while, "We'll win back the forge, string that giant up by his gizzards." Should have seen it, Witcher. Brought tears to my eyes.
Hjalmar seems popular around here.
He is crack, son. Clever lad. Put together a fine crew. Hardy drinkers and warriors both. Why, the times I've had to piece together tables and benches after hosting them. The Unvik lads he took on. No spring minnows either. In fact, 'twas a Clan Tordarach man gave Hjalmar the idea for the expedition. The shipwright, what's his name? Viggy? That's him. Hoped to earn a new byname, the Fearless. Till now they'd call him the Loon.
They wanted to take back a forge? What's that about?
Never heard the Unvikers forge the best armor in these isles. Their swordsmiths are nothing to sneeze at either.
'Cause we made our blades like the dwarves forged the sails.
Soft layered core fitted with a hard steel coating.
How do you know? That's a Clan Tordarach secret.
Got some friends who are dwarves.
Perhaps you do. But the ore from the mines of Undvik, why, not even... Well, no one's got it. That's that.
Hjalmar must have had a plan. Tell me about it.
Plans? Ha! They didn't even know where to look for this giant. As I recall, Viggy wanted to cross a frozen lake and scale the mountains.
They say the giant came from there, awoken by the frost that gripped the land around the tower.
To the harsh winter. Suited that man-eater perfectly. It can only get worse. Even the gods. Well.
Another one don't believe Ragnarok is nigh. You'll see. All of yous.
So long.
Glad to be of service. If you need to know more about Undvik or the giant, ask Axel, or that one over there, or Anter.
Boy, traitor, the Black One's bought poisoned him. That's fact. Get to work.
I'm looking for men from Undvik.
You've oars from the Isle, and I once cut those waters with nary a raist. Could trace you the shoreline in my sleep. A lovely excursion, if not for the bloody sirens.
I'm the one to ask. Me or Axel and Tardarok. He's over there. What can a bloke from our Skellige know about Undvik?
Heard you trilling a different tune when Hjalmar was gathering his crew. Your love for the Ancrate fade that quick.
That doesn't mind damn dire.
Yavar's from there, or so he claims. And you seem to know these waters. Why didn't you sail with Hjalmar?
Because that kind of expedition needs a true leader. And a whelp looking to collect bumps on his skull can only be its doom. Once
You'd rather sit in your arse nose in the air, you Zarakinian princess. Brave lad comes along. You sail with him. I'd have sailed with Hjalmar if only those seahorses hadn't banjaxed my knee. Would have sailed instead of sharing a table with a grumpy barnacle like you.
You'd sail with anyone who'd let you aboard.
Crach's daughter included.
You mentioned sirens. Many on Undvik?
So many. More on the other ass.
Bollocks.
Once they attacked Lars and me when we were fishing. Before we could drive him off, they pulled Lars in the water and scratched me up so bad that... Oi!
Drive away the sirens? How's that work?
Ha! Plain to see you're no islander. With a hornwall's horn. One toot, and they plough and scurry off so quick the waves rock your boat.
Need to get to Undvik.
Another thrill-seeker. Well then, listen close, lest ye end in a watery grave. Sail out of port and head southwest. Watch for rocks protruding like pricks out of the water. You'll have to do some tricky tacking to get past them. Some of them shorter, just below the surface, so careful not to scrape right over them. They breach your hull, you're done for. 'Cause just a few minutes in that icy water makes a corpse. One time I remember...
Stick to the point.
Oh, fine. Watch for the currents, 'cause they can drag you off course. Dash against the rocks even. With a bit of luck, you'll land on the same beach where Hjalmar landed.
Nice talking to you, but time I was on my way. So long.
Fair winds to you.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our axe.
Lead our ways, Drifter.
No such thing as bad ships or bad weather.
Can we talk? You were made a Hierophant. Congratulations.
I thank you. The Skellige Circle chose me years ago, about the time when the old disputes between the clans were reigniting.
Job's been mainly politics then.
Aye, but I've not minded. Since time immemorial, the Druids have wandered betwixt the clans, keeping endless feuds in check. We care for equilibrium, the balance of all things, not just trout populations and streams. We're lucky the Jarls always valued us as advisors.
The war. Curious to know your opinion.
Well, I believe Emmir's chosen a poor time to wage it.
Hard to find any better as I see it, with the North now in disarray.
The North is weak, true. But I've the impression the Emperor is dealing with some domestic strife. Far too much to start a war. Radovid is a madman, but a cunning one. He's certain to take advantage.
Wouldn't happen to play Gwent, would you?
Certainly. I got my first deck, years ago, back in Sintra. Proceeded to teach the game to half of Skellige. Why do you ask? Looking to play?
Yeah, glad to play around.
My congratulations. You've a good deck, but it could use a bit of supplementation. Here, take this card.
Thanks.
You've a knack for it. So much so you ought to challenge Krach. I gave him his deck, introduced him to the game. But the pupil has surpassed his master. There's also Grimaced, a vile character, but undeniably talented.
What do you want now? I've taught you all I know.
Gwent. Ever play the game?
If your question is, would I be interested in playing you? The answer is simple. No.
Afraid of losing? I understand.
Very well. I'll draw your deck. Win. And I'll give you my best card.
one. I believe you're ready to challenge Madman Lugos. I do wonder if he'll agree to play you for his catacan. true. No lie in the legends.
Friends we show heart, foes.
Little Morgan's birthday tomorrow.
Ain't nothing quite like them.
Maybe a nice little axe.
These continental dandies.
Well, what is it?
Two clans on one island. Tough to be neighbors so near each other.
A neighbor is one who lives nearby, not one who stole half your home. The Ancrate seized our lands.
In the days of Harold the Cripple. That was 3 centuries ago.
Doesn't change the fact they had no right. I'll rid Ard Skellige of crack and his brood yet.
Just out of curiosity, why do they call you Madman?
Yeah! That's why.
Gwent. Know the game?
The gulls shit off cliffs. Let's see your deck. It's been a dull day. We'll play for my Catacan.
Show me what you can do.
dying to gut ye. And then they'd say Lugos had gone even madder. Take my Katakana's sword off.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
The weather?
We'll chat another time.